Stay focused and energized using G Fuel. You can use the discount code OGXRAYZ to get 10% off your entire order. Yo, what's up guys, it's XRAYZ. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies video. What I have for you guys today is going to be another cipher that was decrypted today by certain Personio as well as Call of Duty Zombies forum. They're really awesome. They've been doing a great job with these ciphers, so huge shout out to them. And this one is a huge one, guys, because it connects to Shadows of Evil and a storyline that kind of has been in the background, and a lot of people have been wondering about it, and it kind of connects to M, who I covered in the last video, who was mentioned as well in a different cipher. So it's really cool that Trek is connecting all of these together. Jason Blundell's doing a great job with the intricacies of this storyline, but without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into where this cipher can be located. Now, this one is actually found just to the right of the first dragon head, to the right of spawn. So we know that there's these little stairs that you go up. It's close to Wonder Fizz, and on the table you'll find a typewriter. Now, on this typewriter, there's actually going to be a sheet of paper which is going to be this cipher, and it took everyone a while to be able to break this down. But essentially what this message says, it says, I met the reporter who was to deliver the artifact. He said he was going to bring it on his truck in a crate, but when I arrived, the reporter was babbling and acting wildly, waving a letter in his hand telling me to stay away. The crate containing the artifact has been sealed with some ancient magic. When I told him I must have the artifact and moved towards the crate, he attacked me. I acted in self-defense, stabbing him in the chest. Now, if this sounds familiar, then it should sound familiar, because this is exactly what explains one of the scenes that can be found on Shadows of Evil. Well, technically 3 different scenes. The first one is going to be where it mentions an artifact that he was going to get that was in the back of a truck. Now, what artifact can be found in a truck? Well, the summoning key, and it does have some sort of ancient magic on it. You can only open it using beast mode. So it looks like whoever this person is, Mr. Rapt, who is the person who is being talked about in this, is someone who wanted to get this artifact, a summoning key, from the back of this pickup truck. Now, apart from that, he goes on to explain that this guy was going crazy, probably affected by just the atmosphere of this city, and you can hear more about this in the radio message that I'm going to play in a little bit here. But first of all, let's go ahead and talk about that. He was babbling, and then he was saying that he couldn't give him the artifact because of some letter that he got, and he was stabbed in the chest because Mr. Rapt stabbed him in self-defense. Now, this completely lines up with a different scene that can be found on Shadows of Evil. In one of the windows, you can find this person sitting on a sofa, and on this seat he has a letter from M. So this connects M to this guy. He's the one who left him a letter, the same M who was in the cipher I covered a couple of days ago that you guys can check out the video. This person actually is also in contact with Samantha, but this guy gave a letter to the reporter. The reporter ended up, who knows what happened to him, probably scared beyond death that some guy who has the power to travel between dimensions contacted him, tried to prevent Mr. Rapt from getting this artifact, and he ended up getting stabbed in the chest, which is exactly where this guy who's sitting on the chair has a stab wound as well. He has a knife plunged into his chest. Now, the cool thing is that if you listen to the radio message, and I'll play that right now, you'll listen to him talk about different locations that he's been to doing work for Mr. Rapt. So let's go ahead and play the radio message.
Hey, Mr. Rapt. So I tracked down all the people you asked me to look into. I sent you a telegram with all their details, all their contact numbers. But I gotta be honest, I'm getting nervous. These last 6 months you've had me working like a low-rent private dick, when really I just want to be a reporter. It's not that I'm ungrateful. I know the checks you've given me have been more than generous for services rendered. It's just all this stuff you've had me do. Tracking down ancient artifacts in the South Pacific, finding all these strange metals and rocks in Russia. And still, I haven't even met you face to face. I'm sorry, Mr. Rapt. I think maybe the mood in the city is getting to me a little. Making me nervous. Antsy. Anyway, I'm looking forward to you finally getting here.
Alright, so we could hear that he said he went to Russia to collect metals and stuff, and then he also went to South Pacific to collect the artifact. Now, when I looked up the South Pacific, you guys can see the image that I found. We can see that there's something in this image known as Micronesia. Now, this is really important because in Micronesia is located Pompeii, which is an island that I've covered already before twice. We've talked about this in the coordinates that can be found on the scraps of paper that are located around the map. One of the coordinates leads to the Federation of Micronesia, which is again Pompeii, which which is connected to Der Eisendrache because there's a mention of an island as well. So it's going to be really interesting to see if this is the next location we're going to. There's a lot of water, as you guys can see as well. It'd be a great map and might even connect to one of the other ciphers that we found on the giant, which says that the honor suffers under the waves. And I'm going to talk about that more in a future video here. That's going to be really interesting. But for right now, keep that in mind. Russia is probably going to be Stalingrad. Honestly, it's another one of the other locations that was found in the coordinates on this image that was found on Shadows of Evil. So we'll definitely see what happens with this. It's really cool. I'm liking that they are connecting all of these little threads together from Shadows of Evil to Der Eisendrache. And you know, it's something that a lot of people didn't really notice. Like if you're just playing zombies, you wouldn't have noticed this, but there's this story behind the scenes. M is connected to his reporter, who was connected to Mr. Rapp, who also wanted the summoning key that Richtofen stole. So it's really crazy. I wanted to share with you guys this cipher because it's literally huge, and it might be predicting more stuff here in the future. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was informative. If you did enjoy it, if it did give you a little bit more insight into the story, then of course make sure to leave a like and a favorite on the video. It does help me out and it is very much appreciated. If you are new, if you enjoy content like this, I do a ton of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies news, info, rumors, speculation, storyline information, theories, and a whole bunch more, guys. You don't want to miss any of this, so make sure to subscribe. If you guys want to keep talking zombies, Twitter is the best place to do so. Go ahead and follow me over there. And last but not least, if you guys want to, feel free to use my discount code OGXRAYZ to get 10% off Trophy and G Fuel. And I also have a special Iron Dragon shirt on sale. Make sure to check it out. Link down below. I'm out. Peace.